What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here, and this is Atlanta United versus New York FC. And once again, just same thing. Same thing as last week. We're sloppy. We are very, very sloppy. And the thing is, if it were something where like, oh, last week we lost 3-1, but this was a problem and this was a problem, and then this week we lost 3-1, but this was a problem and this was a problem, it would be one thing. But it's the same problem. We're still sloppy in the back. We're still making stupid passes. We're still not moving for each other. And it's frustrating to watch. And there are certain situations that don't help. I mean, the referee, once again, very awful. But haven't we come to expect that? I mean, honestly, we're the new team. We are the new team in the league. The rest don't really know us. A couple of our players have played in the league before, but for the most part, we're kind of unknown. When David Villa goes over, the referee's like, oh my gosh, it's David Villa, and he got knocked over. Yeah, they can't touch a hair on your head. Tweet for you. He even slapped Perez in the face today, and the referee's just like, tweet, I'm sure you had a reason. We should come to expect this. And yeah, there are some issues, but so what? So what? We've dealt with this since day one. We've had crap call after crap call go against us. We should learn to get past it. We should learn to just say, you know what? Refs suck. Let's move on. Let's play hard. But we've got players that want to complain. Players that want to lie down. Garza, as much as I love him as a player, today it's like every single time he got pulled and tugged, he goes over and he's looking at the referee as they're continuing to play. I'm like, dude, he's not going to call it. You're not David Villa. Get up. He doesn't know you. Get up and play. So that's frustrating. On top of that, we're dealing with some missing players. Why move in? Why move Almiron onto the left wing and Gressel up? Assad, he got suspended for an elbow. Like his elbow was raised, but I mean, it's pitiful, but you know what? The MLS is just like, oh, that's a raised elbow. That's dangerous. You're suspended. And whatever. So he's suspended. We're missing our left wing. Let's get another left wing in there. But instead, for some reason, Martino decides to say, hey, let's move Almiron outside. And let's move Gressel up. Two problems with that. One, now you've kind of restricted Almiron to the left wing, and while he wasn't really, he still roamed everywhere. I mean, you're putting him out there, so if he doesn't stay out there, now we've got nobody out wide. Garza was trying to provide the width, but for the most part, he had to stay back to help out because they were attacking with numbers. So we didn't really have a left wing today. On top of that, Gressel in the middle, he's got no touch, he's got no passing. I honestly don't know why he's in there still. We've got options. Let's try to use them. Let's give some of these players that haven't had time a chance to do something instead of just continuing to put Gressel out there who's not doing anything. He's not producing. He's not helping us. He's a non-factor in the game. He's just there. He's a body on the field. So I have a problem with Martino on that one. But then you look at individual performances. What are you doing? Do you want the ball? I mean, none of the goals were his fault, but the rest of the game, I'm watching him. There's the very first second of the second half. They come in, Cross comes in, and it's just like he's just stuck. I'm not moving. I'm going to stay right here. He's on his line the entire time as they shot. Comes back out. It's popped up in the air. He could probably get there above the defender or above the forward, and he's just like, okay, I'm gonna wait. Another shot comes in off the crossbar, or no, off of Perez's head, off the crossbar, and he's still standing there, waiting. Another header comes in. Perez heads it out, and he's just stuck. And I'm just like, first of all, if you're not willing to come off your line, that shows that you're scared. But also, if you're too scared to come off your line, how are you going to have the confidence to tell your defense what to do? And you could see, obviously, our defense very, very unorganized. I mean, they just practically passed their way all the way through us because we're just chasing the ball, chasing. Nobody's really picking up a mark. They're just kind of follow the ball over here, follow the ball over there, and it's madness. It's chaos. You need a keeper back there who's going to organize that. Can's obviously not doing it. So all I can say is Guzan can't get here fast enough, and I'm nothing against Can personally. I'm watching him and I'm like, we need somebody better in there. We need somebody who's more of a leader. We need somebody who's going to organize. He's not doing it. He's not cutting it right now, and it's hurting us. As far as the rest of the defense, Parkhurst, he should be a leader. He's our captain. He should be the one organizing everybody. He's not. He's just letting people roam, do whatever they want to, and it's costing us. Perez is one of those people who is roaming everywhere. I mean, the first goal and the second goal, he loses track of the most dangerous player out there. If you're supposed to be on David Villa, stay on him. The first goal, it's like pass comes in, and then he plays it out wide, and then he makes a run in as Perez is just jogging behind him. I'm just like, yeah, that's your job. Second one, pass comes out wide. David Villa makes a breaking run to the box. Perez is jogging back. And then now it's Parkhurst versus Villa and Wallace. 2v1, I wonder who's going to win that battle. And while it was a lucky goal, I mean, still, he's 2v1 right now. He should not be that way because Perez should be there. So, yeah, you got a leader in the defense who's not being a leader, and you've got a defender who's supposed to be a defender but is more interested in getting up and then not really interested in getting back. I mean, watching him fly forward on the ball, I'm like, that looks great. But you should have the same energy getting back, especially if you're a defender. You should have more energy getting back. Garza and Mears, like I said, Garza, my main frustration with him today was not his play. It was the mentality. You know, every single time he got tugged or pulled, he's looking for the foul, and the referee's not giving it, so play on. You know, if the referee's an idiot, so what? Play on. Mears, I don't know, just looks out of it. It's hard to say because he had these moments where he's getting involved and he's looking okay, he's moving the ball around well, but then he has these moments where it's just like stupid pass inside, or he tries to dribble somebody and loses the ball. I don't know. It looked like he was uncomfortable today, like we were playing a style that he wasn't used to. And to be honest, I mean, you really look at how it was today. Most of the time, we're a team that likes to get it out wide and then send it in. And today, for some reason, we weren't doing that. I mean, I don't know if that was instruction from Martino or if for some reason they were just like, whatever. But I'm watching Mears, and I'm expecting him to take a touch, get a cross in. He wasn't doing that today. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was some instruction or if the mentality was different. But today, it was like he had the ball, took a touch, faked a cross, took another touch, faked a cross, and then they poked it away, and now it's out for a throw-in. So he seemed off the pace today. Carmona and Laurentowicz in the middle. Carmona, great goal, but you're supposed to be a defensive midfielder. Your defending is terrible. I mean, I can't even count how many times he ended up on the ground because he's sliding in stupidly and not even getting the ball or the man. It's just like slide in as they run right past you. And now you're out of the play. Now you're completely useless. You didn't slow them down. All you did was really, you helped them. Because everybody's expecting you to stand them up and be like, all right, stay there. But instead, you go sliding in, they take it past you. Now somebody else has to go step to them, and now they're getting pulled out of position. So, yeah, he scored a great goal, but do your defensive work. That's what you're out there for, and he didn't do it today. Laurentowicz, same thing. Except you didn't score a great goal. But you're out there for your defensive work. I expect you to defend harder. And it's like he was scared to go into a challenge today. I don't know. I understand the referee's calling every single time they fall over, but that doesn't mean you stop putting in challenges. You know, you still try to win the ball back. But no, he was too scared to. He was like kind of sticking his foot out, like whatever. Come on. And on top of that, you're supposed to be kind of dropping back and helping the defense out. He didn't really do that today. I'm watching as, once again, both of our fullbacks have stepped up, and it's still just the two. And I said this against DC United. When that happens, when Mears and Garza both went up the field, it was just Parkhurst and Perez, and that was it. Nobody was back there. Carmona and Gressel were both stepping up way too far. Today, Laurentowicz, I was expecting, okay, he's probably going to stay back and help out. He didn't do that. He stepped up with Carmona, left the gap between the midfield and the defense, and there's your problem. But nobody's trying to fix it. Why not? Where's our leadership? Where's the Parkhurst, the captain? Where's he saying, hey, don't get pulled too far forward? Nowhere. The three attacking mids, Gressel, I already said, non-factor. I mean, just completely not a factor at all. Occasionally he'll get fouled, sometimes he'll go on a run, but for the most part, if he gets the ball, I'm expecting us to be on defense in a couple minutes, or a couple seconds, more like. Because he just, I don't know, there's just this lack of focus from him almost, it looks like. Almiron, still looks our most dangerous player, but today looked a lot more selfish on it. And part of that, to be fair, he did make a lot of great runs and set up a lot of chances where nobody else is moving for him. Villalba's standing, Jones is standing, the midfielders around him are standing. So there are times where he's making a great run on the ball and he's waiting for somebody to make a great run off of him, and nobody is. But then there are times where he's making a great run, somebody else makes a great run, but he's still holding on to it. And you could say, well, because last time he did it, nobody else ran for him, so he feels like he has to do it on his own. But when you have the quality that he has, he should pick his head up and see, oh, they finally made a run for me, and then find the pass. But he didn't. After a few runs, after a few times where he looked for a run, nobody was there, and then he got the ball picked off of him, it's like he stopped looking for it. He just started trying to dribble everybody. But he's still our most dangerous player, so not really a whole lot you can say there. Villalba, kind of a non-factor as well, but in a different sense. It was more like he didn't have the ability to get past the defenders today. There's just these moments where I'm expecting him to break into a run, and it's almost like I don't know if they read it or if they shut him down well, but he never really got up to speed today. That dangerous quickness that he has, I never saw that today. So I don't know if that's because the defense did such a good job or if he just wasn't ready for it today, but whatever the case, he was kind of a non-factor. And then Jones, we need a striker who's willing to stay on the last defender, and he's not one of those strikers. He's a striker who wants to drop back into the midfield and kind of, play with it, try to win it out of the air, and then try to move the ball. He's not a striker who's going to stay on the last defender and say, okay, let's attack, let's get in behind them. And we need a striker like that. We need Martinez back, because that's what he does. He looks for that killer ball behind the defense. He looks to try to beat them in behind instead of trying to beat them here to the ball, and now you're facing your goal, and now their goal's that way, and now we're just going backwards again. And to be honest, that was the story of the second half for the most part. I mean, we went backwards a lot because we don't have enough movement up there. We don't have, with Assad being out, with Martinez being out, we just don't have a person up there, a player up there who's willing to say, hey, I'm going to make a run that's either going to pull some defenders with me and open up space, or nobody's coming with me and the ball's going to find me and boom, I'm in. Nobody's willing to do that. Villalba wasn't today, Jones wasn't today, Gressel wasn't today, and it's frustrating to watch. And the thing is, we have the talent. This isn't like watching when we played Minnesota United, it was like they just don't have the quality. There's a lack of quality there. They struggle a bit with just really keeping up with the pace. We have the quality. Even without Assad, without Martinez, we still have quality on the field. We have the ability to take on New York FC and put in a good challenge. We have the ability to beat DC United at our place. But it's like this, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a lack of focus. I don't know if it's like a weariness because they're not used to playing this level or of intensity or something. But I'm watching and it just seems lazy at times. And that's frustrating because we started off so strong. I mean, we started off very close call with New York Red Bulls. We win. I think we drew after that. Or no, we won 2 in a row. And then we went on the road for 4 games and managed to draw, lose, and then win, which is a great set of results for that. And then we come back home and then we lose. And then we go away again and we lose. And now it's like, not 2 close losses, not not the Montreal game where it's like, oh, that was difficult, but it was close. No, we got crushed. We got embarrassed at our place against DC United. And then we go to New York and they just run all over us. I mean, honestly, how many chances do we have? 3 or 4? And they created 3 or 4 in the first 10 seconds of the first or second half. So I don't know. I don't know what needs to change. I don't know if we just need new personnel out there. I don't know if we need a new mentality. But the thing is, Tata Martino is an accomplished manager. He's managed Barcelona. He's managed the Argentinian national team. He knows what he's doing. So why wasn't there any improvement today? Why did we get crushed 3-1 at home and now we get crushed again, but even worse today? The performance was even worse than it was last weekend. Why is that happening? That shouldn't. When you've got a manager of his quality, you shouldn't let your team go out there and put in the same exact performance. That shouldn't be allowed. You should, after last weekend, it should have been, okay, we need to work on solidifying our defense. We need to work on making sure we don't make the same stupid mistakes that we did last weekend. And then we hold them as close as we can. We put in a good performance. But I didn't see that today. The third goal, perfect example of that. I mean, Mears is doing his own thing. Nobody else is tracking as a man runs in. It looks so sloppy and so easy for them to just run all over us. And that's not the team that we are. I mean, we've seen in the first 3 games, we saw we are not a team to be taken easy. And yet today it looked like New York was just like, yeah, whatever. This is just another team we got to face. We got this easy. We made it easy for them because we were lazy and we made mistakes and stupid decisions. So, I don't know. I expect to see improvement in the next game. And if I don't, there are going to be some questions asked, not just of the players, but of the manager as well. And obviously that's, oh, this is your first season, come on. But, I mean, when you have the performances we did at the beginning, when you had those performances, you get those easy wins, you get those good, solid performances, and then you have 2 performances in a row like this where it's just so easy for the other team to score on you. There needs to be something asked of. You need to really focus and say, okay, something's wrong, let's fix it. And if nothing's being changed, if it's still the same exact stuff week after week, I don't want to watch that. As much as I want to support my hometown team, I don't want to watch the same stupid mistakes happening week in, week out. And it's not acceptable. So hopefully they'll make some adjustments. Hopefully they'll work this upcoming week to prepare for the next game, because things have to get better. This is not something that we can just say, oh, whatever. It's just a loss away from home. No, this is 2 losses in a row that were embarrassing. We need to get better. We need to improve from here. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on the game? What do you think we need to improve on? Let me know. We can talk about and discuss all that good stuff. Leave a like and subscribe for future Atlanta United reviews, and I'll see you at the next game. Peace out.